You won't believe what went down at last night's NFL halftime show. Fans are still in shock after witnessing a jaw-dropping performance that no one saw coming. Jackwhite sharing the stage with none other than Eminem. But this wasn't just a normal show. Emotions ran high, tensions flared, and behind-the-scenes drama unfolded like a Hollywood thriller. Sources say that moments before the performance, Jack and Eminem had a heated disagreement over the set list, leaving the crew scrambling and fans completely unaware of the chaos backstage. Rumors are swirling that rivalries and personal grudges almost derailed the entire spectacle. Eyewitnesses claim there were secret phone calls, whispered arguments, and even a mysterious figure storming out of the dressing room, sparking speculation about betrayals and hidden alliances. Social media exploded within minutes, with fans divided, theories spreading like wildfire, and insiders hinting at a shocking revelation that could change everything. We thought we knew about these music legends tonight. We're diving deep into the untold story behind the halftime show, the explosive backstage confrontations, and the shocking twists that had everyone talking. Get ready, because the drama doesn't just stay on the field, it follows. Jackwhite and Eminem everywhere. The NFL halftime show was supposed to be the biggest musical spectacle of the year. Fans were expecting flawless performances, flashy lights, and legendary collaborations. But what happened behind the scenes was anything but smooth. As early as 2 hours before kickoff, insiders say tensions were already sky-high. Jackwhite, known for his perfectionist tendencies, reportedly stormed into the dressing room demanding changes to the set list, while Eminem was allegedly refusing to perform certain verses unless his team got approval over the stage design. "You're changing the set list again?" One source claims Eminem snapped, slamming his hands on the table. "We rehearsed this, Jack. Stick to the plan." Jack, dressed in his signature black suit with a single white glove, allegedly leaned in close, his voice icy. "Marshall, I'm telling you this won't land unless we do it my way. Trust me, it's iconic or it's a disaster." Crew members described the atmosphere as tense enough to cut with a knife. One stagehand reportedly whispered to a colleague, "I've never seen two artists with such clashing personalities try to share a stage before. It's like watching fire and gasoline in the same room." Meanwhile, social media was already buzzing hours before the show. Fans speculated about a possible surprise collaboration between the rock legend and the rap icon. But no one suspected that the performance could almost collapse before it even began. Rumors circulated that someone from Jackwhite's management team had leaked an alternate set list, throwing Eminem's camp into a frenzy. "If this list goes live, we're screwed," an anonymous source from Eminem's team said. "He's got a loyal fan base that expects perfection. Any deviation is going to set the internet on fire, literally." Family dynamics reportedly added another layer of drama. Sources claim that Jackwhite's younger brother, a behind-the-scenes music producer, allegedly sided with Eminem during the arguments, leaving Jack feeling betrayed. The family was left divided, a source said. "You could see it in his eyes. He trusted his brother to have his back, and suddenly it was a political battlefield in there." As kickoff approached, the pressure mounted. Stage managers scrambled to accommodate both artists. Technicians adjusted lighting cues, and choreographers attempted last-minute changes to ensure neither Jack nor Eminem felt slighted. One insider described the scene. "It looked like a war room. People were running everywhere, shouting over each other, trying to prevent a total disaster." And the two stars, they were in separate corners, barely acknowledging each other. The drama escalated when a mysterious figure reportedly entered the dressing room with a clipboard. Eyewitnesses say the figure, later rumored to be a former music executive with ties to both artists, delivered what some are calling a shocking ultimatum. Allegedly, he warned that if either artist refused to perform the revised set list, the NFL would replace them with a backup act at the last minute. Jack reportedly hissed, "I don't take orders from anyone," while Eminem muttered under his breath, "This is insane. Who even allowed this guy here?" Fans, completely unaware of the chaos backstage, began speculating online. Social media lit up with posts like "Jackwhite plus Eminem collab," or "Is this a disaster waiting to happen? And I hope they don't ruin it. These two legends better not fight." The tension between the artists was invisible to the public. But the energy backstage was electric with anxiety, just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more dramatic. Insiders claim Jackwhite demanded a sudden wardrobe change. It was either his signature white glove or nothing, one source said. Eminem was furious because the lighting cues were set for a different costume, and now everything had to be reprogrammed. Arguments broke out over whether Jack's costume would shadow Eminem during the camera shots. "He's stealing the spotlight," Eminem allegedly shouted. "The whole stage was centered on me." The conflict wasn't limited to words. Some crew members reported that tempers flared physically, with a few almost coming to blows over microphone placements. "Emotions ran high," said a stagehand who wished to remain anonymous. "People were crying, shouting, slamming doors. You could feel the tension in every corner of the arena." Amid all this chaos, Jackwhite allegedly revealed that he had a secret plan for a musical twist, something no one expected. He was convinced it would blow everyone away, said an insider. But he refused to explain it to anyone until the last moment, which made Eminem paranoid. Rumors spread that they might even cancel parts of the performance if the surprise didn't work out. By the time the artists were called to the stage, both were reportedly on edge. Sources described Jackwhite pacing like a caged tiger, while Eminem sat silently, headphones on, ignoring everyone around him. The crew knew they had only minutes to make sure every detail was perfect or risk disaster in front of millions. Then, something even more shocking happened. Just moments before the performance, an alleged argument over the intro sequence nearly erupted into a full-blown confrontation. Eminem refused to enter from the left side of the stage, said a crew member, while Jack demanded that the guitar solo start from center stage. The director had to literally stand between them to prevent a physical fight. Yet, despite the tension, both artists somehow managed to make it onto the stage, and what happened next would go down in halftime show history. Fans have called it unbelievable and once in a lifetime. While insiders are still debating whether it was sheer talent, desperation, or raw emotion that made the performance so electric. But the real story isn't just the music, it's the drama, the backstage betrayals, and the high-stakes showdown between two of the world's most iconic musicians. What secrets were revealed behind those curtains? Which alliances held and which were shattered forever? And did Jackwhite's mysterious twist truly shock Eminem? Overshadow him entirely? All this sets the stage for what fans are calling the most talked about halftime show of the decade. And as the night unfolded, one thing became clear. No one involved would ever forget this performance and the drama behind. It may be even bigger than the show itself. The stadium lights dimmed, and the crowd erupted as Jackwhite and Eminem finally appeared on stage together. At first glance, looked like a seamless collaboration, Jack strumming his guitar with precision while Eminem delivered rapid-fire verses with his trademark intensity. But those in the know could sense the undercurrent of tension. Every glance, every gesture was loaded with unspoken conflict. "Keep it cool. Just follow the cue," a stage manager reportedly whispered to Jack as he positioned himself at center stage. Jack's jaw tightened, and he muttered under his breath, "Follow my cue. This is my show too. Don't forget that. My show too. Don't forget that." The opening notes of their joint number hit the airwaves like a lightning bolt. Fans in the stadium screamed, recording every second on their phones, oblivious to the silent war unfolding on stage. One fan tweeted, "Jackwhite and Eminem together. I can't breathe." Another posted, "This is historic." Meanwhile, backstage, assistants were holding their breath, fearing any misstep could trigger an onstage confrontation. It wasn't long before the first dramatic moment occurred. Sources claim that mid-song, Jackwhite allegedly made an improvisational riff that completely shifted the timing of Eminem's verses. He went off script, and M froze for a second, an insider said. You could see him glaring at Jack, but he kept going because millions were watching. Fans immediately noticed something was off, sparking speculation online. Hashtags like #JackVsM and #HalftimeChaos began trending within minutes. Some fans were thrilled, calling it raw energy and genius, while others wondered if the performance was secretly falling apart. One viral tweet read, "I swear I see Eminem about to snap at Jackwhite. This is insane." Backstage, the drama intensified. According to sources, Jackwhite and Eminem were both aware of each other's microphones being adjusted mid-performance. It was almost like a silent battle for dominance. A crew member revealed. Every move, every riff, every beat was a subtle challenge. The energy was electric. Up. Then came the first twist that would set the internet ablaze. During the guitar solo, Jack allegedly leaned toward Eminem and whispered something that was apparently audible to a few nearby cameras. Witnesses say Eminem's expression changed from focused intensity to visible shock. Fans are shocked. One source confirmed. Whatever Jack said, it threw him off, but he didn't stop. Rumors immediately spread that Jack revealed a personal secret about Eminem, something no one outside his inner circle had ever known. The crowd had no idea. They only saw two legends delivering a performance for the ages, complete with pyrotechnics, elaborate stage lighting, and perfectly choreographed visuals. But those watching closer, other performers, crew, and insiders reported seeing a subtle but fierce battle for control. Jack reportedly played a note slightly louder than rehearsed, causing Eminem to adjust his flow on the fly. It was like watching two generals duel on a battlefield, a source said. Midway through the set, another shocking moment occurred. A drone camera caught what looked like a heated whisper exchange between the two artists. "I told you, stick to the plan." Eminem allegedly hissed while Jack responded, "Plans are meant to be broken." The exchange lasted only seconds, but fans immediately replayed the clip online, creating hours of speculation and memes. Within minutes, fan theories were everywhere. Some said Jack was taunting Eminem. Others claimed Eminem was giving a secret nod to Jack's brilliance. Meanwhile, family drama reportedly made its way onto the stage. Sources claim that Jackwhite's brother, who had sided with Eminem earlier, was secretly signaling Jack to skip a crucial part of the guitar solo. Jack noticed the gesture, allegedly froze mid-riff, and then played the note anyway, but with a surprising flourish that stunned the audience. Fans called it a power move and legendary, but insiders whispered about the tension between siblings that had escalated to public spectacle. And just when it seemed like the show couldn't get more intense, a surprise guest appeared, rumored to be an old rival of Eminem, standing at the sidelines, smirking as he watched the performance unfold. Eyewitnesses say both Jack and Eminem noticed him, which allegedly fueled a brief moment of distraction during a critical verse. M's eyes went cold, one insider revealed. Jack looked like he wanted to challenge him right there, but they held it together for the cameras. Fans at home and in the stadium were oblivious to most of these backstage and onstage dramas. They were busy capturing every moment, sharing GIFs, clips, and reactions. Comments flooded in. "This is insane. Can you imagine being in the arena? I feel the tension even through my screen." Two legends, one stage, absolute chaos, iconic. Within minutes, the performance went viral, and streaming numbers skyrocketed as clips circulated on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. But the drama didn't stop at musical dynamics. Reports emerged that one of Eminem's backup dancers allegedly tried to intervene during the whispered argument, possibly to calm tensions. M looked ready to snap, said a source, and Jack's aura was like a storm. The dancer literally stepped between them mid-dance move. It was surreal. Fans, of course, had no clue, but insiders were buzzing. Towards the end of the performance, Jackwhite executed a sudden guitar breakdown, a stunt no one had expected. This caused Eminem to slightly alter his final verse to match the new tempo. Some fans were thrilled by the improvisation, calling it pure genius, while others speculated it was an intentional power move by Jack to upstage Eminem. Social media exploded with debate. Hashtag jackwhite power move and hashtag Eminem clapback began trending worldwide. And then came the grand finale, the moment everyone will remember. Pyrotechnics lit up the stadium, confetti rained down, and both artists delivered a synchronized, mind-blowing ending. Fans went wild, but behind the cameras, the tension still lingered. According to insiders, there was barely any eye contact as they exited the stage, and both went straight to separate dressing rooms. "You could feel the aftermath in the air," said a crew member. Everyone was stunned, exhilarated, and terrified of what would happen next. Even after the performance ended, social media was ablaze. Clips of whispered exchanges, intense stares, and unexpected musical shifts dominated news feeds. Memes, reaction videos, and conspiracy theories flooded the internet. Fans debated whether the duo's tension was real or staged, but insiders insisted this was as real as it gets. The family drama, backstage betrayals, and unplanned improvisations had all contributed to a performance that was historic, not just for the music, but for the raw emotional roller coaster it represented by the end of the night. Everyone agreed. The NFL halftime show had delivered more than music. It had served a full-blown drama, complete with hidden rivalries, whispered secrets, and shocking artistic choices that left the world talking and guessing. Long after the last note faded, the moment the crowd's roar faded, the real drama began. Backstage, emotions ran hotter than any stage pyrotechnics. Sources report that both Jackwhite and Eminem retreated to separate rooms immediately, each fuming over what had just unfolded on stage. Crew members described the air as charged with electricity and tension, while insiders whispered that the performance had pushed both stars to the brink of personal confrontation. One stagehand said, "Jack slammed the door behind him so hard you could hear it echo down the hallway. Em just sat there, headphones on, glaring into space. Neither of them spoke for what felt like an eternity. Emotions ran high." The first explosive incident reportedly occurred when Jackwhite's brother, who had previously sided with Eminem during the setlist disputes, Allegedly, barged into Jack's dressing room, demanding answers. "Why did you go off script?" he reportedly yelled. Jack's response, according to eyewitnesses, was icy. "Because I wanted to. Because it needed to be perfect. And clearly, you don't understand artistry." The argument escalated into a shouting match that left several assistants hiding behind curtains, unsure whether to intervene. Meanwhile, Eminem's camp was not idle. Rumors surfaced that a member of his team leaked footage of Jack's whispered comment during the performance, the one that reportedly shocked M mid-verse. Within minutes, the clip was circulating online. Fans immediately speculated about the nature of the revelation. Some claimed it was a personal insult, while others hinted it was a secret about M's past, possibly related to his family. Social media exploded. Hashtag Jackwhite exposed and hashtag Eminem reaction trended worldwide. Fans were torn between awe and shock, debating whether the moment was staged or real. But the drama wasn't confined to personal rivalries. According to insiders, a mysterious figure from an old music executive team rumored to be tied to both artists reappeared backstage. Sources claim he delivered a cryptic message. Some secrets belong to the stage, others belong to history. Choose wisely. Eyewitnesses report that both Jack and M exchanged tense glances, and one assistant whispered, "I think they realized something just got revealed that could change everything." Family dynamics intensified the tension. Jack's younger brother allegedly confronted both artists separately, expressing disappointment over the public exposure of private disagreements. The family was left divided, an insider said. Jack felt betrayed by his own blood. Eminem was furious that private moments were being leaked to the public. It was emotional chaos everywhere. Then came what insiders call the confrontation of the decade. Apparently, Eminem stormed into Jack's room just after his brother left. Eyewitnesses say the meeting was brief but explosive. They were face to face, voices low but dangerous, a source revealed. You could feel the tension even in the hallway. At one point, M pointed at Jack and said something about respect, and Jack shot back about artistry. It was pure, raw emotion. Crew members feared the confrontation could escalate physically, but both men reportedly pulled back at the last moment, adding another twist. A leaked video allegedly showed an assistant whispering to Eminem about Jack's secret surprise during the guitar solo. M's reaction, captured in the clip, was described as a mix of shock, anger, and admiration. Fans immediately dissected every frame. Was Eminem upset or impressed? Opinions divided instantly, with conspiracy theories running rampant across Reddit threads and Twitter feeds. #MReaction video became the hottest topic for hours. Sources also claim that Jackwhite and Eminem's respective management teams were in crisis mode. Emails reportedly flew back and forth between their camps, debating how much of the backstage drama should be disclosed to the press. Some insisted the truth would fuel fan excitement, while others feared reputational damage. No one knew what to do, an insider said. The drama was real, and the world was watching. Everyone was terrified of how it would play out online. Adding more fuel to the fire, some fans claimed they spotted a rumored ex-collaborator of Eminem lurking near the stadium after the performance. Social media went wild with speculation that old grudges could play a role in future conflicts. Sources confirmed the presence of the figure but refused to disclose details, heightening the suspense. The fans are shocked, one crew member admitted. There are layers to this story that no one is ready for. Meanwhile, reactions from the artists' families continue to make headlines. Jack White's brother reportedly gave a private interview to a select media outlet, stating, "Jack and Eminem are geniuses, but sometimes genius comes with chaos. The world doesn't see what really happens behind the scenes." Eminem's longtime friend allegedly commented, "M respects Jack, but he doesn't like surprises messing with his flow." That whisper on stage? It was a power move he didn't expect. Even some fans who attended the show reported feeling the tension firsthand. One attendee said, watching them on stage, you could see the energy shift every time Jack riffed. Emma's eyes narrowed, and I swear the air itself changed. I've been to concerts my whole life, but I've never felt anything like this. Another fan tweeted, "This wasn't just a performance. It was a battle of legends. I feel privileged and terrified at the same time." Backstage, the drama kept building. Allegedly, an argument erupted over post-show interviews. Jack reportedly refused to be in the same room as Eminem for photos, while M insisted he didn't want to appear disrespectful. Crew members scrambled to accommodate both artists separately, resulting in chaotic schedules, last-minute cancellations, and an entire press team running in circles. It was like trying to manage a ticking time bomb. One insider said, and then came the leak that would ignite the internet even further. A behind-the-scenes video allegedly captured a candid exchange between Jack White and a stage manager, in which Jack hinted that he had one more surprise that no one knew about. Fans immediately speculated that it could be another unannounced collaboration, a hidden message in the lyrics, or even a reference to an unresolved feud. Hashtags like #JackSecret and #NextLevelChaos began trending globally despite all this tension. Some reconciliation reportedly occurred later that night. Sources say that both artists were spotted speaking privately in a dimly lit corridor. Eyewitnesses claim the conversation was quiet, but body language suggested cautious respect. They didn't hug or anything, said one insider, but the storm seemed to calm slightly. The world might never know what was said, but it's clear both knew this performance would be remembered forever. By the end of the night, one thing was certain. The NFL halftime show wasn't just a musical event. It was a full-blown drama. Fans continued to dissect every video, insider, and tweet for hidden clues. The tension, backstage betrayals, and whispered secrets had created a spectacle far beyond the music itself. Rumors of family disputes, old rivalries, and secret messages kept spreading like wildfire. And just when everyone thought it was over, sources claimed that another twist was brewing, something that could potentially overshadow even the jaw-dropping performance. The question on everyone's mind: would Jackwhite and Eminem resolve their differences? Or was this just the beginning of a saga that would dominate headlines for months to come? Fans were left in awe. Speculation ran rampant, and insiders hinted that the story was far from finished. What seemed like a single halftime show had transformed into a multi-layered drama, leaving both fans and the music industry questioning what really happened behind the curtains. The morning after the NFL halftime show, the world woke up to a storm of social media frenzy. Clips from the performance had gone viral overnight, with every whispered comment, sideways glance, and musical improvisation dissected by fans and commentators alike. Hashtag Jackwhite vs Eminem and hashtag halftime drama were trending globally, and conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. Everyone wanted to know what really happened backstage, and what did Jack whisper that shook Eminem mid-performance? Insiders claim that the story continued to unravel even after the show ended. Allegedly, Jackwhite and Eminem's management teams held an emergency meeting to contain the leaks and control the narrative. One source said there was panic, but also excitement. Everyone knew that what happened was historic. But it was messy, and both camps were worried about how it would affect their reputations. According to witnesses, the two artists eventually came face to face in a private meeting at a nearby hotel. The atmosphere, described as tense and electric, was reportedly a mix of mutual respect and unspoken grudges. They didn't shake hands immediately, said an insider, but the conversation lasted hours. You could see the shift in energy. M's usual guarded demeanor softened slightly, and Jack's perfectionist edge was tempered by admiration. Despite attempts at reconciliation, drama continued. A leaked snippet from a post-show interview revealed that Jackwhite had made cryptic comments about artistic freedom and letting the music speak louder than words. Eminem, in a separate interview, hinted at being challenged in ways that were unexpected, leaving fans speculating about whether the whisper on stage was playful, competitive, or personal. Social media exploded with interpretations. Some fans believed it was a friendly jab, while others insisted it revealed a deep-seated tension that could last for years. Family dynamics added another layer of complexity. Jackwhite's brother reportedly attempted to mediate, acknowledging his role in the earlier backstage conflict. The family was trying to bring balance, a source said, but old rivalries, pride, and personal stakes made it difficult. No one left without feeling conflicted. Meanwhile, Eminem's longtime collaborators weighed in publicly, praising the performance but subtly hinting at the intensity behind the scenes. Fans quickly read between the lines, sparking more speculation. Then came another shocking twist. Rumors emerged that the mysterious ex-executive who had appeared backstage had secretly recorded portions of the rehearsals. Sources alleged that he had proof of private conversations and creative disputes, which he threatened to release unless both artists agreed to a collaborative project in the future. The family and management were in panic mode, said an insider. This could either bring them closer or spark a feud that the world wouldn't be ready for. Despite the tension, some resolutions seemed to emerge. In the days following the halftime show, both Jackwhite and Eminem were spotted in private meetings, allegedly planning a joint studio session. While no official announcement was made, insiders hinted at a possible single or EP that could immortalize their halftime performance collaboration. Fans went wild at the thought, flooding social media with speculation, memes, and countdowns. Hashtag JackHandom, hashtag NextLevelCollab became the new trending hashtags. However, drama wasn't entirely resolved. Sources reported that the backstage crew remained on edge, fearing the next encounter between the two legends could reignite tensions. One stagehand commented, You could sense it in the air even a week later. Both Jack and Mr. Unpredictable. The world thinks it's just music, but for them, it's personal, emotional, and high stakes. Public reaction continued to be explosive. Celebrity commentators, YouTubers, and fans dissected every clip of the halftime show. One viral tweet read, "I think Jackwhite just won the subtle war on stage." But EMS Glare says it's not over. Reaction videos accumulated millions of views, with some fans theorizing hidden messages in Jack's guitar riffs and Eminem's altered lyrics. The drama had transcended the stadium. It had infiltrated global pop culture. Amid the speculation, insiders confirmed that both artists had a newfound mutual respect. One source explained, they realized that, despite the chaos, the performance was historic. They challenged each other, pushed boundaries, and somehow created magic. But the tension, that will always be part of their story. Fans speculated endlessly. Was it a rivalry, a collaboration, or a mixture of both? Only Jack and Eminem knew the full truth. Another layer of suspense emerged when an anonymous tip hinted at possible unreleased footage from the halftime show. Apparently, there are angles no one has seen, a source said. Moments backstage, reactions, whispers, things that could make the internet explode if released. The leak was never confirmed, but fans eagerly awaited more information, fueling a sense of anticipation that seemed almost unbearable. The drama even spread to celebrity circles. Fellow artists reportedly weighed in online, sending subtle messages that hinted at knowing the backstage story. One rapper tweeted, "Legends don't always play nice," while another posted, "Some performances are bigger off stage than on." Fans dissected every comment, turning the halftime show into a weeks-long saga that extended far beyond football. By the end of the first week after the show, the narrative had solidified. This wasn't just a halftime performance. It was a cultural moment marked by raw emotion, artistic genius, backstage drama, and fan obsession. Jackwhite had stunned audiences with his guitar riffs and unexpected musical twists, while Eminem demonstrated his adaptability and stage dominance. The combination created an unforgettable spectacle, but the human drama behind the music was even more captivating. And yet, the story isn't fully resolved. Rumors continue to swirl about future collaborations, secret rivalries, and personal revelations. Will Jackwhite and Eminem ever perform together again without tension? Will the mysterious executive reveal his recordings? Will the world get the behind-the-scenes footage fans are clamoring for? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The halftime show has left a legacy of music, drama, and suspense that will be remembered for years. Fans are still debating online. Family dynamics remain complex, and insiders hint that the next chapter could be even more explosive. Every tweet, every leaked clip, and every whispered rumor adds fuel to the fire. The story of Jackwhite and Eminem's halftime show has become a modern legend, a blend of genius, chaos, and pure entertainment as the saga continues. One thing is clear: history has been made, drama has been lived, and fans are more engaged than ever. And now it's your turn to join the conversation. Comment below with your theories, like if you were shocked by the performance, and subscribe for exclusive updates on Jackwhite, Eminem, and the behind-the-scenes drama you won't see anywhere else. Will the next chapter bring reconciliation, chaos, or something even bigger? Only time will tell, and we'll be here to cover every explosive moment. So, what do you think happened during that whispered exchange? Was it playful banter, a secret revelation, or a spark for future drama? Let us know in the comments. Your opinion might just spark the next viral discussion. Hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss a single shocking update from the world of music's most unpredictable legends. The drama doesn't end here, fam. Jackwhite and Eminem just set the stage on fire, and we've barely scratched the surface of what went down backstage. Fans are still talking, theories are blowing up online, and the internet is divided over who really won the halftime showdown. Was Jack's guitar twist a power move, Did Eminem secretly respect or resent what happened in that whispered moment? These questions are still unanswered, and the rumors are only getting juicier. Now it's your turn to weigh in. We want to hear your hot takes. Comment below with what you think actually happened behind the curtains. Did jackwhite shock the world with his surprise riff? Or was Eminem the true mastermind of the show? Maybe you think the whole thing was planned from the start, but we know better, right? The chaos, the backstage confrontations, the family drama, it's all too real to ignore. And don't forget to smash that like button if you were shocked by the halftime performance. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we'll be breaking down every leaked clip, every insider report, and every jaw-dropping twist in this saga before anyone else. Share this video with your friends so they can join the conversation and see why this halftime show will be talked about for years to come. The stage may be empty now, but the drama is far from over. New leaks, secret recordings, and shocking revelations could drop at any moment, and you won't want to miss a single second. So join us. Stay tuned and be part of the conversation that has fans across the globe questioning, theorizing, and screaming in disbelief. The legend of jackwhite and Eminem's halftime showdown is just getting started. And trust us, you want to be front and center for every explosive update.